Hey Travis kiddos, happy Monday. I hope you had a super fabulous weekend. And I hope you are ready to learn. This is math enrichment, so extra stuff on top of the essentials or must do work. If you haven't watched that yet, please check that out. The link is below in the description for the essentials work for the week. We are starting a new chapter, chapter 17, which is addition and subtraction to 100. Whoa! This whole week, we are only focusing on addition within 100, but addition without regrouping. So not making new tens from our ones. Okay, so we're adding ones with ones, tens with tens, but we are not regrouping this week. It's a good time to review all of our addition skills, and I recommend for today just doing pages 216 to 220 in the math textbook, which is online on Think Central. That is the introduction to the chapter and recalling prior knowledge. So that's thinking about the numbers to 120, how to add the tens with the tens and the ones with the ones, using different strategies. Okay, so I recommend easing into this work and into this chapter. You also have a little bit of time to catch up if you needed to finish up any work from chapter 16, numbers to 120. If you wanted to play any games like Race to 100, if you wanted to practice counting to 120, if you want to practice counting backwards, that is a great skill for subtraction, and it's a tough one. So start as high as you want or can and count backward. That is a really tough one. So work on that. I also want to go over a couple of math strategies, skills, organizers, different resources. We'll call them resources for you to use while we are doing this work. Okay, so first I want to go over number lines because I'm not sure if everyone is familiar with number lines and how to use them. So I have 3 different number lines here. They all are, each tick mark is going up one number or constitutes one number, but they all start at different points. Okay, so if you notice, this one starts at 0 and goes up to 15. So if I wanted to do what is 3 more than 4, I could start at 4 and go up 3. 1, 2, 3. And I land on 7. Or if I want to know what is 2 less than 12, I can start at 12 and go back 2. Bloop, bloop, go back to 10. Okay, now you can use that for more and less, like I just said, or you can use it for addition and subtraction. So what is 5 more than 8? So I can start at 8 and go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I landed on 13. I'm trying not to touch them because I will wipe them a little bit. But you can create a number line to help you with any of the addition and subtraction. I wouldn't recommend doing a number line of ones if you're adding like 40 or 50. Because that would take a very long time to count up. But if you do want to use a number line for that, you can always make a number line of tens. So I could make one. I'm going to make one right now for you just to show what that would look like. So we would have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So if you needed to know what is 20 more than 20, you could start at 20, and each time you go up a tick, you are going up 10. So 20 would be 2 tens. So 1, 2 tens, and you would make it to 40. Okay, so there are different number lines you can make depending on the question or depending on what you're doing, right? Now you notice this one starts at 71, goes to 83, the bottom one 97 to 110. So you could use them the same way. So if I wanted to know what is 75 plus 5, I can start here and go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, end at 80. Or if I want to know what 6 less than 79 is, start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I end at 73. Okay. If I want to know what 7 more than 99 is. I could start at 99 and go up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 106. Or I could say, what is 10 less than 110? Start at 110 and go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I end at 100. So you can use this. It's a really good organizer or resource, like I said, for number sense, because we can see as you go up the number line, the numbers get greater or bigger, larger. As you go down the number line, they get smaller or less. Okay, so it's really good for number sense, for the order of the numbers, all of those things. It really helps with those problems and to also build that number sense and those skills. Okay, I want to do one more thing with you. We've done it before, and we used to do it every day in the classroom. So we will do it now in our new classroom, which is our homes and computers. So, or laptops or phones or whatever we're working on, or tablets, or phones. Okay, so again, a resource, a strategy, an organizer, whatever you need to think of it as. So here we have 10 more, one less, one more, 10 less, or 10 more. You might switch these if you want, depending on how you look at a hundreds chart to see which one makes more sense. But we've been building up in our 100 chart this year, so that's the way that we've been looking at it. Okay, so I'm going to start with a low number, then we're going to go to a high number, then I'm going to assign you your own number. Okay, so let's start with the number 25. Okay, so that's our number in the middle. One less than 25, or what comes before 25, is 24. Okay, 24, 25. What comes after 25, or is one more? 24, 25, 26. Okay, then we have 10 less. Now I'm taking away a 10. My ones stay the same. Here's a good time if you want to use a number line to figure this out, if you want to use a 100 chart to figure this out, if you want to count back, be careful. Or you could just take away one 10. So instead of two 10s, I'm going to have one 10, and the ones stay the same. So 10 less than 25 is 15. And 10 more. So one 10, two 10s, three 10s, and the ones stay the same, 35. Now, if you wanted a challenge, as most of you used to love, you can also fill in more boxes. So one more than 35 would be 36. And if you notice, that's also 10 more than 26. So 10 more than 26 is 36. 10 less than 26 is 16, which is also one more than 15. So if you want to add more to these boxes, or more boxes to your original 5, you can go ahead and do that. And you can keep going as long as you want. So 37, 27, however you can fit it. You're always welcome to do more, but it's really good practice to do the one more, one less, 10 more, 10 less, to think about those numbers, to build that number sense, and it helps us with our addition and subtraction, right? Okay, big number this time. I'm going huge. So 112. Whoa. Okay, so 112. One less, or what comes before 112, is 111. One more, or what comes after 112, is 113. Now 10 less. This is the tens place. I can think of this as 11 tens, or I can think of this as 100, 110, and 2 ones. But I need to do 10 less. So I'm going to take away a 10. So I don't change the hundreds because that's still there. Now, 1 less than 1 is 0. Keep the 2 the same because that's our ones place, right? Up here, we're going to add a 10. So 100, 2 tens, and 2 ones. Okay? The place where it gets tricky is here. If I want to do 10 less than 102, less than 0, haven't really learned negative numbers yet. So I would think of this as 10 tens, because you can take away 10 from 10 tens, right? That would be 9 tens and 2 ones. Okay, so that's the place where it gets a little bit trickier, and I wanted to show you that. Same thing here, from 9 tens to 10 tens. As you go up, 10 more. So if you had 90 something in the center, hint, hint, you're going to know how to add a 10 to that. Okay, so here is your number to do all on your own. Best of luck. I know you can do it. Sorry, I've got little bits of stuff everywhere there. How about this one? 97. Go for it. I know you can do it. 1 less, 1 more, 10 less, 10 more, or vice versa. If you want to switch the 10 more and 10 less, up to you. But as always, have fun with it and happy learning.